Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here with you today. It's actually another wonderful time here with Leading Women Africa, and I want to give a special shout out to our host, that is the Leading Women Africa, and the person that has been going up and down to ensure that we have this session, which is Madeline. So thank you very much, Madeline. Please, if you can hear me and see me clearly, you can just do well to drop a yes, and also like we always do. It's actually good to get to know ourselves. Less for those that are joining us for the first time, probably you do well to also introduce yourself. Tell us where you're joining us from. I'll start from myself. My name is Johanna Ayuba. I'm a lead trainer with Impactor, and I'm here with also amazing set of people with me here. I have my broadcaster is Bruhin Idrisu. He's at the backstage of this transmission. You might not be seeing Bruhin. So Bruhin will be broadcasting for us and ensure that we are free of any technical challenge. Then I have my moderator for the section as well in the person of Chika. Chika will also be moderating this section. So Chika will be there with you in the comment section. She's going to be interacting with you. Oh wow, I can see a lot of yes in the comment section. So please do well as always leverage on the comment section. I think my first joiner for today is Mapaseka Mashimbie. So sorry if I pronounce the name wrongly, right? We are all Africans, but still there are some names that I'm not used to. So I can see Wadena, I can see Joe Herright, I can see Long Grace. I can see Ellen Johnson, Rose Magetta, Melanie Rutendo. I can see Annie Pure, Nolita. So thank you very much, everyone. I can see Madeline with the Lady Women Africa TV handle. I can see Kogi. I can see Damelin. I can see Antia, Josikim, Olufunke Ajibade. This should be a Nigerian because the name is so Rose Magetta, I can see Zine, I can see Josephine Goma. Thank you very much, ladies, all for joining. I can see Edith Langa, Lentugonolo, I can see Nana, I can see Fatima Balareba Foundation. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you, Precious Mona. So a lot of names are here already. So people are joining. So thank you very much. Good morning from South Africa. Good morning, Nisie, Janine, Elena. Good morning. Martha from Zambia. Good morning. I have Fatima Balareba. This is Fatima from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you. I have Doris from Nigeria as well. So Longi Grace is also from Nigeria. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you all for joining. I hope we are so much ready to have another impactful session. Just so you know, today towards the end of the session, we are going to drop a form in partnership with what some of the things we have promised for those businesses that need a free website, right? So one of the partnership commitment we made with Leading Women Africa is try to, as much as possible, provide free website for women businesses that have need for that. So towards the end of the section, Chika will do well to drop a link when I ask her to do so for you to sign up. So when you meet the criteria for that website, will do well, or our technical team will do well to contact you. So it's going to actually be an amazing section, right? So you guys should keep tight. Today is going to be great, right? Today is going to be great. So today we'll be looking at use data and insight to help grow your business, right? So we are going to be looking at how data and insight can help us grow. All we are trying to do is try as much as possible to empower enough businesses with the right information that they can leverage on anytime they are into their business and that will actually profit them. So we're going straight to the agenda for today. So my agenda for today is cut across three because we are going to have just a 1 hour section. Number one, we are going to understand the right questions to ask. Secondly, we are going to identify the best tools to use in asking those questions. Then last but not the least, we are going to understand how to analyze those responses and make use of it, right? So data has been one of the most trending topic these days, in especially with business. And now let me just give you a clear example. Data is everything. Data is everywhere. Data is you. Data is I. Data is my age. Data can be your age. Data can be your gender. Data can be the places you go to. Data can be the things you like. Data can be the product you sell. Data can even be the country you stay, the location you live. So data is basically everything. We produce data every day, every time. And now, while we are going to be looking at understanding the right question, data has to be more like is a question and an answer. When you ask somebody, what is your name? That is the question you are asking him. And the data he gives you is now the data, the name he gives you is now your data at that point, right? When you ask somebody, what is your gender? That is you asking a data driven question. You are trying to get the data from him. So when he answers, that is data for you. So now, as a person, as an individual, as a business, we want to understand the right questions to ask that will actually help our businesses. Secondly, we'll identify the best tools to use. Then, last but not the least, we're going to understand and analyze those data after we have gotten them. Now, as a business owner, what words will you use to describe your customers? This is a general question for everybody. And ladies, you know how we do it. It's always an interactive section. So please feel free to respond in the comment section. If I ask you a simple question, how will you describe your customer? Will you say they are awesome? Will you say they are great? Will you say they are unique? Will you say they are amazing and all of that? So how will you describe your customers? How will you describe your customers? So ladies, I want to see plenty responses because we are over 50 on this call, right? So I want to see responses coming in through. So let's do well to respond. So how will you describe your customers if you are being asked to? So let me see who is my first responder for today, right? So how will you free to? Okay, I have Jenny say loyal. Thank you very much, Jenny. Your customers are loyal. Wow, that is an amazing way to describe them, right? So feel free, ladies. I want to see more responses in the comment section so that we will. Okay, Ellen said they are helpful. Nolita said they are unique. Melanie said they are awesome. So thank you very much, ladies. Let's keep the responses coming through. Vespa said curious and engaging. That is so amazing. Mponge said they are reliable. Nana said they are wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. So let's keep the responses. Rose said they are insightful. Wow, that is so amazing and a good way to actually describe your customers, right? Now, Olufunke said my customers are king as always, right? They are always king because they are your customers, right? So Mata said they are curious, and Jenny said most valuable. Sigma Lile said health cautious. Yes, amazing. Melanie said, however, some are a bit difficult. Yes, I love the fact that you are trying to be realistic in answering. Yes, some are actually difficult, but as always, they say customers are always right, right? So Annie said they are dynamic, looking for new product. Kogi said customers are very informative. That is so amazing, ladies. Thank you very much. My customers are engaging. And according to Lindo, then Litogonolo said the academic. Nisha said they are valuable. So thank you very much, everyone, for the responses. So now going straight to the first agenda for today, which means understanding the right questions to ask. Now, what question do you want to ask your customers? That is one of the most challenging situation a lot of businesses face, especially when you are being told about data and how data can help your businesses, right? How data can help. So you begin to wonder what questions do you ask your customers. So I want to see, as a business person, all of us are on this call, have you ever asked your customer any question, right? Have you um ever ask your customers? And if you have, what question have you ever? I know some people might have asked, yes, like you might ask like a customer when he buys something, what do you feel, or how do you see the product, or what can you say about this particular thing you bought, right? So what question have you asked your customer? So I will be looking out for those responses while I also continue ahead, right? So now first, like, there is a process, because data is more like analytics, or data is analytics, is a way of extracting information to make decision, right? Let me give you a simple example. For some of us that might feel data might not necessarily impact your business. You have been running business for the past 2 3 years, and you have been selling a particular product or services, but you want to improve that product. You want more people to come and buy. You want to make that product more unique. The best way you can get to make improve that product is not based on your personal decision. It is not based on your personal emotion. It has to be based on what the customer thinks. So the best way to start is learning or knowing what the customer wants, asking the customer to drop a review about his experience with your business, or even asking him that, like, do you think if we add so or this and this to our product, do you think you might like it, and all of that. So that is how to go about. Now there are process to this thing. Number one is you need to understand what is the objective of the question you want to ask. What is the objective of the question you want to ask? And we're going to see all of them individually as to how we are going to attack these questions, right? Then secondly is, what question do I need to address? Then number three is, you need to know, where do I get that information from? Then number four is, what do I do with that information? Now this is a simple process to go about with analytics, knowing what is your objective of that particular question, what questions you need to address, where do you get that question information from? Because definitely if you have questions to address, you need someone to answer them, or you need a source to get the answers from, right? Then last but not the least, what do I do with that information? Because actually you are trying to use the information for a particular purpose. Now let's look at the first outline, the objective. You want to start, or you want to understand the right question to ask. You need to have an objective. Let's say you want to tell more people about your business. That is the objective of your data analysis process. That is the objective of you asking the question, right? So if you are telling more people about your business, you need to know what kind of questions you need to ask from your former customers. You need to know what kind of question you need to ask even from people around you. Let's say you are just starting a business new, and you have been running marketing for the past 2-3 months, and you want to know how the level of the marketing has gone. You can simply throw out a questionnaire around when people are passing in another location, and ask them, do you know about this business? Have you ever heard about this business? This is you now trying to get data of your marketing activities, trying to get data of whether or not people have known about you. Let's say your objective is to sell more of your product or services, identify your most valuable customers, find new ways to engage with previous customers. So let's say you want to identify your most valuable customer. And how do you go about identifying your most valuable customer? Is from checking your sales record. You already have those data on your sales record. And if you don't have it, you need to also learn how to keep those kind of record. Because if at the end of the year you want to give out a Christmas bonus, you want to give out an Easter bonanza, Valentine's special, through that record you can now pick or bring out your most valuable customers to appreciate, right? So if not, you might not be able to give out those icons. Then now, secondly, what questions do I need to address? It's very, very important to know the kind of questions you need to address. Now, type of questions to ask mostly about your business are being categorized into a simple formula we call the REACH formula. And the REACH is just a simple basic of breaking down R for the RIN formula. R for reach, we have E for engage, A for activate, then the final N for nurture. And now what do that is how to go about knowing the right questions to ask, or knowing the types of questions to ask about your business, right? So you need to understand who is your target audience and how do you go to reach them online. It's very, very important. Then the engage part is, are they finding what they need? You need to also ask yourself that question, because there might be new customers coming to your website, and when they come to your website, they tend to go off from your website. And after they go off, there is a possibility that they either did not like the website, the product you are selling, or they did not find what they are looking for. So it's very important you also engage with your customers and ask them whether or not they are finding what they are looking for. Then activate, are they booking? You need to know after coming, are they actually turning into sales? Are they buying from you? Then the last is, which is the nurture, you need to make them a returning customers. Are they coming back? That is where your retention have to come into place. Like when a customer purchases from you for the first time, you don't expect the customer to just go forever. You want the customer to be a returning customer, to come back and all of that, right? So you need to also understand whether they are coming or not, right? So now, number three is, where do I get that information from? After understanding the objective of what you are trying to achieve, what questions you need to ask. So your question can be whether or not your customers are coming back or not. Then after that, you need to know, how can you get that information? How do you even know if customers are coming back from you? How do you even know if customers are finding the product they are looking for on your website, right? So you need to know all of those things. And before you know it, you need to have a source. Where can you get the information from? Is it that you can just get it from the street? You can just ask a person a simple question and he will answer you, or you can get it. So we have different source of getting those data. Number one, there are sources that you can actually get those data from, because we're in a digital era and most of these data tools have actually streamlined how we have access to information, and it can help us a lot. Number one is social channels like the Facebook you are currently on, the Instagram you are currently on. For insight, it has a column for insight. Insight is trying to tell you how customers are engaging with your product and how customers are finding you every time they come to you. So you get to know where customers are coming from, what they are doing, have they engaged with your post, have they liked your comment, and what time of the day are they most active. So if your question about your customers is, when are my customers mostly active online, you can get those information from your social media channels. And now, why are you asking the question? Is maybe you want to try as much as possible to be posting content at the right time that your customers will see, or that your customers will engage with it. So you see, your objective is trying to put content, or position your content when customers are mostly active online. Then for you to do that, you need to see, or you need to ask the right question. Asking the right question having to be going to your social media channels to get the insight about when your customers are most active. So that is how to go about it, right? Now, secondly, is through organic search. You can even search how customers are connecting with you via your Google search console, where you see where the traffic are coming from. If you have a website, you can also monitor that traffic. And through paid search as well, when you are running adverts on Facebook, on Instagram, and all of that, those platforms provide you with data of how customers are engaging with you, the number of clicks you are having, where are they coming from, the location they are joining you from. If you are running advert to the whole of Africa, they will tell you the percentage of people from each country that have engaged with your advertisement, the time of the day in which they engage with your advertisement, and all of that. So all these are places that you can actually get the right information, and these are real data sources. It's not something that is assumed, right? It is not something you that is assumed. So it's actually a place where you can get the right question. Now, the last part of the process for analytics is, what do I do with that information? After you have seen, or you have retrieved, or you have gotten the information you want based on the objective you are trying to achieve, what do you do with that information? What do you do with that information? Now, using insight, you have a lot of things you can do with that. Number one, you can use it to predict market trends, right? You identify the latest market trends and even insight. Now, what do I mean by identifying the latest market trends? You get to know, let's say your website, you have a website online, and a lot of people are searching stuffs, and you tend to have customers coming in through your website to look for a particular product and services. Through that, you understand that maybe, probably, as a result, there is a high demand of that particular product. There is a high demand of that particular product in that location. So you can also check Google Trends. What is trending online? What are people searching for currently? And all of that. So it helps you to know more about market trend. Then user experience, understand your customer's path to purchase and make changes accordingly. You have an e-commerce website and you sell product, you monitor, or Google Analytics tend to show you how customers stay on your website. You even tend to see how many minutes a customer spend on your website. So, the customer has actually clicked on a particular product, even gone to add to cart, or he's trying to purchase, but later on he left the product. So all those things is trying to show you how your customers are engaging with you and what you need to do better. So if your customer abandoned a particular product and he did not buy, that is for you to ask yourself, what happened? Why will the customer come to this stage and go back, right? So that is what you are using data to be able to make informed decision about. So you get to find out why the customer is at this particular stage of the buying process, but later on left it. Now, content marketing as well. Identify which type of content people engage with the most. Like I earlier said on your social media profile, you have been posting content for the past 1 month. You need to relax and step back a little and analyze so far what has been your effort. What kind of content have people been engaging the most on your social media handle? So when you look at those data, you look at for the past 1 month, every day I've been posting, you now identify, okay, maybe content of Monday, people have been engaging with mostly content of Monday. You now look at what is so unique about Monday content. Is it that because of the motivation? Is it because of the product? Or is it so when you identify that what kind of content are mostly engaged by your audience, then you focus your attention more and you know that some other content that you are creating is not actually appealing to your consumer. So you focus more on content that people engage with the most. So that is how to make informed decisions so that your efforts will not actually be in vain. You will not be working and not be seeing results, right? Then last but not the least, you adopt your strategy. Use this insight to always adopt the overall strategy where you get to decide on what you need to go forward or what you need to do next to be able to make your business stand out in the marketplace. So I'll be pausing here for questions for the first agenda we just treated. So please, if you have question, by all means, do well to drop it in the comment section so that we'll do well to attend to that. And Chika also is there engaging with you. So thank you very much, Chika. So I can see a lot of responses from the earlier asked question. Um, um, some people are saying, I always ask, how do you know of me, Jenny? And Marcus say, how did I fit? Or are you happy with my service? I always ask, how do we serve you better? That is great. What is the outcome you would like? This helps me to ensure I can deliver. That is very great, Jenny. Ellen say, are you happy? How can I improve? That is amazing. Nana say, are you okay with the product? And Mpongwe said, how do I serve you beyond your expectation? Excellent, ladies. Thank you very much for those responses. Monica said, are you getting value for your money? Did it meet or exceed your expectation? That is actually amazing responses, right? So that is actually amazing. Thank you very much for that. So, okay, I have a question from Cindy Way. Cindy Way say, where can I get quick, cheap, very lesson in use of social media? I'm only a little with Facebook. Okay, Cindy Way, you can actually get lesson on how to use social media by just going to YouTube. It's very, very easy and it's free. You see a lot of free comprehensive video tutorials. So what I need you to do is just go to your YouTube or after this section. If you go to YouTube, just type Facebook training for beginners. So you see a lot of video tutorials that will help you to start with, right? So thank you very much, Cindy, for that amazing this, right? So how do you like our services according to Marco? Before tech, that is me. So happy to finally access this chat. Was not able to do so before for setting money. Us. Thank you very much, Cindy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to see a lot of questions from you guys. So please, if you have question, you can do well to drop it. And if you don't have, you know the culture, you know how we do it. You can just do well to drop a yes or a one in the comment section that we are good to go. Then we can proceed. Okay, I have Melanie. I mostly ask if there are any product that they would want to be added to the one that they are buying or have bought, e.g., a dress with a particular bag or shoes. That is great, Melania. Thank you very much for that response. So please, if you have question, you can by all means drop your question. Um, um, okay. Good morning. I'm in, but we have load shedding. Checking in back from Soweto. So thank you very much. I'm trying to pick a name that I can pronounce. The names are four, and they are all Makwaki or Miseni. So anyone, I'm trying to pronounce one. So sorry for that. So thank you very much, Cindy, for that response. So please, ladies, if we actually get the whole point, we can just give a one in the comment section. Um, okay, do you have link for paid websites that help with insight? And what exactly are you trying to achieve, Mogaswa, so that I will know what I need? So I don't understand paid website that with insight, right? So let's get clarity on the question so that I can respond appropriately, right? So last week we fill in the form for Google Map. Where are you going to assist us on that? Yes, Eunice, we are actually going to work on that. So we want to ensure we get everybody to do that. So we will contact you on that very shortly. So today we'll also have a form concerning those that will be interested to get a free website from us. So the form will also be shared towards the end of the section. So please ensure you fill the form accurately because it will ask you some questions so that we can do well to proceed from there, right? Can I have multiple businesses in one website? Yes, Ellen, you can actually do have multiple businesses, and this is how I usually advise people. When you buy a domain name, let's say your domain name is www.ellen.com, you can do well to create a subdomain. So it can be like fashion.ellen.com. Then it's if for the second business, it can be food.ellen.com. So it's all carrying ellen.com, but you can actually create a subdomain on the same generic website, right? So you can actually do that. So network is slow but can connect. Okay, thank you very much. One, when a customer abandons a product at the point of purchase, how can you identify what's wrong with the product and improve on it? Yes, Annie, there are actually very few ways to do note that, right? That's what we usually call the A/B testing in marketing. So you try as much as possible to run A/B testing across your product. Sometimes probably the product description is not well captured, or what he expects is not what he sees, right? In terms of the picture of the product you use, maybe when running advert or when he saw it online, and when he comes to buy, he could not have the enough information. So when you have those kind of challenge, sometimes you try A/B testing by bringing in more product features to your description or adding more images that will show the product in different dimension. Let's say, for instance, I want to buy this kind of product on your website. This is a Rubik cube, right? And then you just posted maybe one side of the Rubik cube for me to see. I might not be so okay to just look at. So probably I might need like 4 pictures that will show me the other part, the other part, the other part as well. So you can do well to test out another form of displaying the product, either by capturing more pictures or even putting a slide video to show the person the product, or you can add more product description for the person to understand what he's buying. I think that will help, right? So thank you very much. I can see a lot of yes in the comment section. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone, for those responses. What's the best number of pages to have on the website? Um, Rose, I think from your homepage, it should be not more than 5 at word 6, where you have the home, about page, your product and service page, you have the contact page. Then last but not the least, if you have a blog, then you can add a blog page to your website so that it won't be cumbersome, right? So that's how it should be. How will you tell that you have the correct information? How will you tell that you have the correct information? Sorry, Evelyn, I don't understand correct information with regards to what, so that I will actually answer it well. So you can just do well to redress the question so that I can understand and answer. So I don't understand how will you tell? Okay, please, how do you upload videos to your website? It's actually very easy to do that, Javals. So for you to upload videos to your website, is you can do it in two forms. You can either embed a YouTube link. So embedding a YouTube link is by just copying uploading the video on YouTube, then now carrying the video and embed it in the website. So it's easily being played by individuals. Or if you're using a content management system to manage your website like WordPress, you can actually do well to just use a video upload section to the website. Then it will ask you to upload the video from your local device and all of that. So that's how it works. Evelyn said, how will you tell that you have the correct information? Your inside. Yes, Evelyn. Okay, from your inside, right? So I now get the question. So for you to know you have the correct information is actually by asking the right question and knowing what you want to achieve. Let's say you want to improve customer satisfaction around your business, and you're asking your customer um, question like where are you coming from? What is your house? What is your name? That is the wrong question to ask your customer, right? But if you ask customer about how do you feel about our product, how was your last experience with us, those are right questions. And if you use most of the data platforms like the Facebook and all of that, I think it will give you a better insight about how your customers are engaging with you very well, and you know that the insights are actually correct, right? So that is how um, you actually help in getting the right information, right? So thank you very much, ladies, for the questions. We can all please, you can do well to still drop your question if you have any. We'll do well to attend to it. Then while we go forward to the second agenda. So the second agenda for today's section is identifying the best tools to use. Now we have understand the kind of question we want to ask, or how to ask the right question, right? So okay, okay, I just checked for insight on my phone and it does not show the time, only the days where I can see the time. Okay, Precious, I think you need to use a desktop version. You need to use maybe a laptop to do that. It will help you in giving you a more broader view of the insight, right? So thank you very much. How do you get people to view and like what you post on Facebook? Well, Nana, is by having as much followers on your Facebook page as possible. When you have followers on your page and you post the right content for them, and when you have those followers, you need to know your audience as well. What do they want? What are they expecting? And you now creating the right information for, because when you go to Facebook as an individual, it is not every post that you see that you tend to comment or like. It's only those posts that capture your attention, right? So you need to also know what captures your customers' attention before you make posts. Then how do you get people to view and like? Okay, that is the question. So please do well to always research more about your audiences and what they like online, right? So now the second agenda is identifying the best tools to use. And now I want to ask generally, which analytics tools do you currently use? For some of us that have probably experienced or explored some of these things, can you just drop in the comment section what tools you have currently used for your business? Have you used Facebook Insight before? Have you used Google Analytics before? Have you used even Twitter Insight, Instagram Insight, and all the like? So if you have actually used any of those tools, you can please do well to help me by dropping it in the comment section so that we'll do well to identify with you as well. So if you currently have used um done that, so please let's know which. Okay, Evelyn said Lolita said Facebook. Evelyn said Facebook Insight as well. So thank you very much everyone for drop. So now the tools that we can use are many, so these are just but few from what we can use. So from social media handles, if you are running social media handle, you can use tools like Twitter to check your Twitter engagement, to check your Twitter insight and how your post have been viewed, has reached how many number of people, and a lot of that. So you can use Facebook as well. You can also use Hotsuite, right? You can also use Hotsuite as part of your social um platforms that helps you to actually analyze and show you how your posts and engagement have been going. Wow, I can see a lot of people. Molenga said Facebook, Fatima said Instagram Insight, Java said Instagram and WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp actually gives us insight by telling us how many number of people have viewed our status, right? That is amazing. So Java said, Vespa said Instagram Insight and Google. That is amazing. So when you come to Google search, organic search, you have tools like the Google Search Console. You have Google My Business. Remember when we talked about Google My Business in our previous training, I did show you where it can help you to check the number of engagement you are having from your website, the number of views, the number of clicks, and even how many people have called you or have engaged with you and the where they are coming from. So it also gives you insight. Then we have for your website, if you want to track activities for your website, the best tool to use is Google Analytics, because Google Analytics is categorized into different sections where it will tell you even the number of active users at the moment. It will tell you where customers, how you acquired your customers, your engagement with customers, your conversion record with customers, and all of that. So Google Analytics gives you an overall summary of how you are doing with your customer. Then for paid campaigns, if you are running adverts, you can also check the data on Google Ads, the number of clicks, the number of impressions you have gotten, the number of conversions you have gotten, downloads, and all the like. So Google Ads also gives you that platform. Likewise, if you are running Facebook ads and all of that, so you get to see those data and all of that, that will help you in ensuring that you see insight about how you are doing. So now for Facebook page insight, it gives you a summary like this. Find out what people are engaging with on your Facebook page and how they are finding your post. So that is how Facebook Insight can actually help you to do that, right? So Facebook Insight helps you to do all of that so that you get to see the engagement, people, how people are engaging, the number of page views you are having, the number of reach, post engagement, and your page followers and all of that. So Facebook gives you a summary of all this. And now this is where you get to make decision. As always, business is not run by personal emotion. Business is not run by personal decision. Business should be run based on data so that you can be able to make informed decision. If your posts are not getting engagement, that means there is a problem somewhere. You now have to try another means, try to know or understand how your customers are engaging with it and how or what kind of posts they find more interesting so that you can be creating such kind of content, right? Then we have the Google Search Console. It's also an amazing way to track your website and its visitors from Google. You get to see the total number of clicks, the total number of search, and even your current ranking on Google. Like based on your business category, if somebody search keywords in line with your business, what is your ranking on Google page, and the kind of keyword people even search to look for you. Google Search Console can give you data of all of that so that you know the kind of content you need to create on your website and all of that. Then we have the Google My Business. I know we talked extensively on Google My Business during our last training, where you were able to see how Google My Business can help you in getting insight as how to your business is doing on Google online search and also on Google Maps, right? So Google My Business is also then Google Trends. Google Trends is an amazing platform, especially for research. If you are starting new, you are trying to research about your business, you get to identify the popularity of your search term in the Google and identify whether a trend is on the rise or declining. Let's say we are approaching Christmas period. Right now in Nigeria, we're actually approaching heat period. So when you go to Google search trends, you might be seeing a lot of people looking for devices that will aid them in staying in this kind of heat, devices like rechargeable fans and all of that. So you get to know what people are searching for based on popularity so that you also know how to jump in as a business person to provide those kind of product and all of that, right? So that is what Google Trends helps you to do now. And you can also leverage on it to rise above your competition. Find relevant trending topics. Get to know what is trending. You monitor your competitors as well. You do keyword research, right? It helps you to do keyword research. What are people searching for every day? You can even narrow it to down what are South Africans searching for on Google today or yesterday or for the past 1 week. You can also check and promote around seasonal trends by knowing what is happening if you are in a cold season, if you are in winter, and all of that. So they know the kind of product that sells very fast during those kind of period, right? Then you find the topics by region. You get to understand the kind of topics people are engaging with and how you as well can jump into those kind of conversation, right? That is how. Then Google Analytics, like I earlier explained, is one of the amazing platforms where you can um, engage or see the activities of your website live and direct. You get to see the number of active users currently on your website. You get to see where you're acquiring them from. How do they get to find you, whether it's by direct search, whether it's by referral link, whether it's from ads and all of that. So you get to see how those customers are engaging and which location are they coming from and what kind of devices are they even connecting with you, right? So all those things are the things you get to see when you have Google Analytics integrated to your website. So I hope we have been able to see the kind of tools that we can leverage on to actually get insight as regards to our business, right? So those are just few. We have a lot of other tools that you can actually research and check upon. So please, if you have questions, you can do well to drop your question, and I'll try as much as possible to attend to it. So Ellen said, when you send a link, e.g. Google Maps site, where the training session and you cannot get the link, please send us all the links so we can have access to it, please. Okay, thank you very much for noting that. Can I have more than one Google My Business store? Okay, Marilyn, you can actually have, if they have a different business name, if Google My Business Store, if they have a different name, secondly, you cannot use the same location for more than two businesses, right? So if either one has a physical location and the one other one doesn't have, so because when you go to register on Google My Business, it tells you, does your business have a physical location? If you click a yes, it will ask you of the address. Then if you go back again, you cannot put the same address because there will be conflict of interest, but you can have more than one on Google My Business. So, and all you need to do is to have separate emails for all of them, to have a separate email address for all of them so that you can manage them separately. And I think that will help you a lot, right? So thank you very much. So please, if you have questions as regards to this second agenda, you can do well to drop them so that we'll attend to all of them. Um, for that. Okay. Cindy will say you did say we will get all these fantastic lessons in PDF. Well, this is a copyright slide. We are not allowed to give access to them, right? They have copyright policy around them. So, but what we do is we try as much as possible to give you links to resources similar to this so that you can actually get more knowledge as regards to what we have discussed, right? So that you get more knowledge. Even take free certifications as in line with all of this, right? So we'll do that towards the end of the section. So please, if you have question, you can do well to drop it. And like I said, very soon, Chika will drop a form for free website registration. So Impacta also part of our partnership with Leading Women Africa is trying to as much to provide. I will develop a free website for some business owners, right? When you meet the criteria that the form will ask you of. So please do well to fill the form when it is being dropped, and so that we can engage with you and get you your website developed, or our technical team will develop those websites for you. So thank you very much. If you have question and if you don't, like usual, the culture is to drop a yes in the comment section, a one in the comment section, or you actually ask the question, how do I correct my email address with Google My Business? I was unable to correct for verification code. Oh, um, Kogi, I think if you have issues, you just might have to register it afresh again since it's not verified. If you make a mistake with your email address, I think you have to go and edit it. Either you edit or you re-register it afresh, right? So thank you very much. Wow, I can see a lot of yours coming in already. So please let's respond. And if you are totally clear, yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much, Evelyn. Thank you very much, Ellen, Joe, yes, Annie, yes, Zine, yes, Louisa say yes. So thank you very much for saving me and asking me to go ahead. Right. So we are going towards the last part of today's agenda, that is having to understand and analyze your data. When you know the or understand the right questions to ask, and you know the tools to use in asking those questions, and after you have gotten those responses, how do you understand it and analyze it? And we can see a lot of different platforms that can help us to do that. Now, we have the Google Analytics dashboard. Google Analytics dashboard help us in analyzing and also understanding our data easily in a brief and simplified manner, right? All Google Analytics helps you to do is to summarize. You don't even need to take the raw data. You don't even need to take the data of everybody. Let's say you have 1,000 or 1 million interaction on your website. That is so much data to handle, right? So Google Analytics will go the extra length of summarizing that data for you. You see the number of users you have gained, previous users, new users you have acquired, the number of active users currently on your website, the places they are coming from. You see the location. It will even summarize it in form of a map for you, right? And with the individual countries. So all those things helps you to actually summarize it without having to even analyze those data. So it is that simple to get. Then now, how do you, I know a lot of people might ask, how do I get set up on Google Analytics? Number one, you need to understand that you need a website, right? That's why we are trying to get women website as much as we can so that you can integrate all this we have been teaching. Now you need to get a website. And when you have a website, the first thing to do is go to analytics.google.com. You choose give the name of your analytical account a name, maybe using your business name. Then you choose an industry. Choosing an industry is very important because Google Analytics will also be giving you competitive data analysis of how you are doing or how you are competing with somebody similar to your business in the same category. It will not basically tell you this is the business, or it will not basically tell you this is the name of the business, but it will tell you somebody within your industry is doing well or you are doing well than the person, right? So that is why it's very important to select the category. Then we have what we call a tracking code. After you have set up your Google Analytics account, you need to take that tracking code and integrate it on your website so that it can be fetching data from your website when a user comes to your website, when a user clicks something on your website, when a user buys something. Google Analytics will be keeping track, and because of cookies, it will also know which location that user is coming from, if it's coming from Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, and all of that. So it helps you to keep track. So you need to also find the tracking code and integrate it on your website. So if you are using a WordPress website, you can actually download a plugin, Google Analytics plugin, and you get the tracking code there. So this is more like a technical, but if you get your website up and running, we are always available to help you in setting up or integrating all those parts, or even teaching you how to go about integrating all these parts, right? So now there are four main areas of reporting that Google Analytics can help you to do. Number one is understanding your audience. Two, acquisition. Number three is their behavior. And the last but not the fifth and least is your conversion. So the audience section, it will tell you who are your audience, what is the gender, what is the age, right? You get to know who they are. Google Analytics will tell you the age range of people coming to your website. It will tell you the gender and all of that. So it tends to tell you more about your audience, so that you see in a nutshell, you get even more knowledge about who are mostly likely interested in your business, right? Then you get to know how they find you. That is the acquisition part. Google Analytics will tell you how they find you. Is it via social media? They click on a link and landed on your website. Is it via referral for some of us that share links on our website about product, where you tend to get people to redirect it to your website? Is it via ads? Maybe you are running a particular advert that connects back to your website or a product on your website. It will tell you all how people are finding you. And this is just so you know whether your social media is active, whether the adverts you're running are active, and all of that, right? Or whether even via just normal organic search. Then the behavior, what are they doing? When they go to your website, Google Analytics will tell you what they did on your website by telling you whether they submitted a form, that is maybe subscribing to your newsletters or filling a particular form, by telling you whether they make a purchase, by even telling you whether they click on a particular link, and all of that. So you get to know what they are doing. And last but not least, what are they worth to me? So you set a target for yourself. Let's say if a customer submit his details on my website, that is more like money to me. Or when a customer buys something from my website, it's more like money. So Google Analytics can help you keep track of how much you have made so far from your website by giving it that instruction, right? So that is how it can help you. So data in Google Analytics can be like this, where you get to see it broken down, the what and the numbers, right? So you get to see it in real life situation. So that is how it helps you to break it down. So you get to see, let's say, how customers are finding you from organic search, the users, the new users, and how they get to behave, right? So you get to see all of this on your Google Analytics account. So that is how. Now, using the ring that we earlier talked about to ask the right question and know what to do with the information. Now, let me give you a brief example. Now, you want to know how are people finding me online. So you need to also identify which search terms are driving organic traffic and develop relationship with referral website. Now, if you want to know how people are finding you, and maybe through the data you have seen, you see that people are finding it through referrals, through other websites. So you see, you need to also understand from there that you need to build more effort in getting referral website refer you to customers, right? So, and engage, what are people engaging with when they find me? You get to learn which pages are not getting if any views, discover what is really engaging your visitor. So when you go to the part where you get to know what your customers are doing on your website, and you have different pages, like someone asked how many pages I can have on my website, right? You have many pages, and you tend to notice that customers only like one particular page on your website and they don't. So you get to understand and ask yourself, why do customers don't like these other pages and why do they like these other pages? Then you analyze and check the kind of content that is on the page they like and the one that they don't like. Then activate which channel is driving the most booking. So you get to understand whether people are coming through social media the most or through organic search or through your campaigns and all of that. So it's very, very important you do that, right? So then you nurture, you try to differentiate ways to encourage purchase, try to encourage people by retargeting, by remarketing to them, giving them more discount to your product. Like when customers come to you and they abandon their cart, you see how these e-commerce companies can go back or send the email and say that particular product we're giving it to you for 30% discount, for 10% discount, for 5% discount. This is all how to nurture your customers, right? So it's very, very important. Then, like the Google Trends we did mention about, you kind of have to explore what Google Trend is and how it can help you in doing research about your business. You get to know what the world is searching. You can narrow it down to what South Africans are searching. You can narrow it down to what Nigerians are searching, what is trending right now in Nigeria. So you get to see all of that in Google Trends so that you know as a business the kind of content to create and how to jump in into those kind of conversation, right? So, and also one of the most important is you get to also know how to promote your business around seasonal trends. Let's say like Easter season, Valentine period, International Women's Day. Yeah, sorry, I forget to wish all the ladies in the house happy International Women's Day, right? Yes, we are in the period of trying to break the bias. So sorry for that, and I hope I'm forgiven. Madeline, I did not wish you International Women's Day and all the women in the building or in the house, right? So thank you very much. At least it came back to me, and I did that before I even ended the section. So please forgive me. So you can use Google Trends to for keywords search, right? You can also do keyword search. And you remember when we talked about keyword search, is learning how to know what people are searching for and knowing what kind of content to create. Let me give you an example of what keyword research means. You know, when someone goes to Google, he tries to search for something using a particular phrase or sentence. Now, that particular phrase or sentence, you need to have those kind of words in your website that will bring out your website to that person. So when you understand what people are searching for, then you will now create content in line with that thing they are searching for. If somebody is searching for how to make or how to bake cake, you need to have a section in your website that teaches people how to bake cake or simple steps on how to make cake, so that when they just search, it triggers it. Wow, I can see a lot of thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for that. So I'll be pausing here for questions. So before I even begin to take questions, um before I even begin to take questions, please you okay, I want to call on Chika. Chika, please, can we have the website form, the form for getting the free website drop in the comment section? Great. So please, everybody, do well to drop or fill in this form accurately. I'll work alongside Medlin to ensure that everybody has submitted his or her details, so that we are going to actually ensure that we go through them, and for whoever meets all the standard criteria for us to get him or her that website. So Chika has just dropped that form um, in the comment section. So I think I'm projecting it here on the screen so you can see that as well. So please do well, ensure you fill that form. And also the attendance form will also be dropped by Chika to ensure that you fill that form for attendance. So we have two level of forms there in the comment section. One will be for the attendance, and second one will be for this free website registration, right? So please ensure you fill that so that we will have all those details we need. Now I can go back to my question, right? Thank you very much, everyone. So please, if you have questions, by all means, do well to drop your question so that we'll take all of them before we end the session. I think we are right on schedule. We just have less than 5 minutes to the end of the session. So please drop your questions if you have any. And if you don't have, you can always give me that thumbs up, Dai. one in the comment section and that yes in the comment section as usual, just so I know. Okay, I have my first question and I love it. To answer question, how can we interact and network to complement each other business from different countries that can support our businesses? Thank you very much, Ellen. I think Madeline will kind of want to answer to this. Medley is building a powerful network as in line with this kind of question. So, Madeline, I think you will want to answer Ellen on this particular question. So, Madeline is working on a similar kind of project along. We are trying to also see how we can support on that, and we are actually coming up with something to support Madeline on that particular project to see how she can build a network of powerful women that will actually come together and support each other's businesses, right? And I see that activity has actually been happening also in the Telegram group, right? In the Telegram group as well. So that networking has started in the Telegram group as well. So thank you very much for that. So please, thank you very much, everyone. I can see a lot of thumbs up from the people. So if you have questions, you can also do well to drop it. Don't forget, we are still open for question, right? So that is that. So now, what are your next step for those of us that um, are looking for further information, further knowledge as regards to what we do? Like, we know that learning never stops. We always learn to relearn, to also unlearn. So a lot of information are available for you to explore, even free courses that it can make you go extra mile, right? So the link will be dropped by Chika in the comment section. So you can go there and check out all the resources you need and all of that. So thank you very much, Chika, for that. And I hope you get also. So now, for those that might want to connect with Google Digital Skills for Africa and Impactor as well, you can, if you're on Facebook, you can do well to check us on Facebook. You can go to facebook.com/digital skills for Africa, and on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, you can check us on Twitter digital skills AF, and that of Instagram as well, instagram.com/digital skills AF as well. So that is the links for digital skills for Africa, and you can check that of Impactor, which Chika will also drop for you in the comment section. So please follow us on any of these social media handles just so you keep updates to what we are doing, and also our forthcoming training. We have special master classes as well, where we also engage women on, specifically we'll teach you how to maybe do Facebook advertisement, how to do Instagram, how to do TikTok, and a lot of other amazing stuff that Impactor does. So you can always keep track when you actually follow us on all of these social media. Subscribe to this YouTube handle is very important. You just click on the like and subscribe button on the YouTube, and also on the bell icon, so that you keep up to date with our forthcoming trainings and you get notified. So thank you very much. Okay, so as we end, please confirm what time the section starts tomorrow. So the section starts, I think it should be 9:30 South African time, and if you are in Nigeria, it should be 8:30. um yes, it will be 8:30 Nigerian time, and I think Madeline will drop the breakdown, but to best of my knowledge is 9:30 South African time, and the breakdown of the timing will be dropped in the in your Telegram group and all of that. So thank you very much, everyone. This is just to say thank you for your time, and for you taking out time to join this section, and I get to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing section, and we can't wait to have you again, right? So thank you very much, everyone, for taking out time. And this is actually going to be a good morning from me, and wish you to have also a wonderful weekend ahead. And we keep learning every day and ensure that you give your business the needed support you need to scale, right? So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, and have a wonderful weekend ahead. See you tomorrow.